order to confirm Dirk's identity. They identified all the objects he carried with him, but found that they were as real as they were fake. It seems to have been carefully designed. Will didn't think it was a hoax, not to mention a prank to fool people. George, however, was more prudent, decided to wait until McKellen arrived to make a decision. Then Will found Dirk. At this point, Dirk realizes that he is being held captive. He became upset and said he was leaving now. He didn't want to meet with McKellen. When Will saw this, he thought that Dirk had a hidden agenda. That's why he was so scared. So he starts to psychologize Dirk. He asked him if he really knew McLaren, but Dirk didn't answer. He just said the old leaden bottom. Dirk explained it was a private joke between him and McKellen. When asked why he was sure McKellen was dead, Dirk replied, when they were on the air search mission together, McLaren was surrounded by 7 German fighters. He himself was surrounded by 3 fighters. With such a disparity in power, McLaren was certain to die. Will told Dirk that McLaren was not dead. He went on to become the best pilot of the Blitz. He saved many innocent civilians. That's why he was named a combat hero. The story of McLaren kept coming to his ears. As if realizing something, Dirk suddenly got up and tried to escape, but he was stopped by a responsive guard in Will. He was pinned down and pushed back into the room. After all this commotion, Dirk became agitated. He said he couldn't see McKellen and had to leave immediately. Will said, no way, because Will thought he could reveal the truth as soon as McKellen arrived. To confirm that Dirk was not lying, Dirk was very nervous at this point. He obviously didn't want McKellen to see him. He was ashamed that he was a coward and had been running away in disguise when McKellen was surrounded by enemy planes. Instead of rescuing him, he was so scared that he chose to run away. That's what brought him to this base. He now feels guilty and believes that he indirectly killed McKellen.
But he didn't die!
Well, I can't understand that!
Well, maybe he got help somehow.
Dirk couldn't believe this hypothesis. He thought it was completely impossible, because there was no one else in the mission area for 50 miles. He also realized that it was no coincidence that he landed here. There seemed to be a hidden agenda. Maybe time had given him a second chance. That's how he knew that McKellen had survived. In that case, he had to get out. It was the only chance he had with McKellen. If he didn't go back, McKellen wouldn't be able to come. For these arcane explanations, Will still did not agree to let go. Dirk could only continue to analyze. If McKellen didn't die 42 years ago, he saved him. Obviously, these far-fetched reasons are not enough to convince Will. Instead, he thought Dirk was a madman. Seeing that communication was not possible, Dirk had no choice but to use